Hello guys, welcome to our channel, and today we will discuss the combination of sum functions and how these sum functions will help us in our daily life, and what are the basic criteria of these sum functions. Like, first we discuss sum function, then we will discuss sum if function and how it will help us, and what is the difference between sum function and sum if function. In the same way, what is the difference between sum if s function with regard to the sum if and sum if simple sum function. So I just made some examples for you so that you will get the better understanding of what are the differences and how these differences will help you in your daily life, and that will help you to become a more creative by using the sum functions. So we will start our sum function. Sum is basically the total of any numbers. Like, if we want to know the total of the profits which we will get by selling the fruits, so I just made the total, and how the total function works and how we can use this sum function. So you have to just go here in the box in which you want the total value. So you have to just write equals to, and here you have to write sum function bracket open. Now you can see it says you the number 1, then comma number 2. So it basically wants you to give the range. So I select the box, and here you can see it reflecting C5. Then I just drag it down up till our last value, which is C11. So I just gave it the range which starts from C5. C5 is basically the address of the cell, then the two commas, it reflecting the length of the range, then C11 is the end of the range. So it select and it gives you the total from C5 till C11. You have to close the bracket, and now you have to just write the enter. So it gives you the total of our value, which is $9795. This is how you can use our sum function. And if I just change the value, so you can see the difference. If I just again change the value to 100, you can see the difference. So our sum function works the value of giving the total. Now what is the difference between sum if function and how it will help us? Sum if function basically gives you some restrictions. Like, if you want to calculate the values which are greater than 1000, then sum if function will help you. Or basically sum if function put some conditions in sum function, then it becomes a sum if function. Like, in sum function you just select the values and you just give the order, and it gives you the total. And in sum functions you have to just first restrict it by giving some order, like equals to sum if bracket open. Now it says you the range, so we just give it the range. Now comma and inverted comma. Now it up to you what criteria you want to select. If I want to select the values which is greater than 1000, so, and close the bracket. So what I want the sum of the values it will calculate, and I just give the address of the values which it has to be calculated, and in that value it has to filter itself by taking the values which are greater than 1000. So here you can see the values. So it does not, or it did not calculate the value of the apple, because apple get the value less than 1000. So it gives you the total of the values which are greater than 1000. In this way we will just again select the SumIF function, and we just restrict it to only calculate those values which has greater than 2000 amount. So how can I just use it? I just write equals to SumIF bracket open, Now it wants the range, so I just give the range, now comma, and after that you have to just write here inverted comma your criteria. So my criteria is calculating the value which is greater than 2000. So inverted close and close the bracket. So it will select only those values which are greater than 2000. So we have the only two values which is greater than 2000, which is first is banana, which is $2,500, and the second one is mango, which is $2,010. So the total of these two values becomes 4,510. This is how our SumIF function works. Now we will go to our SumIFS function. It basically a modified function of SumIF function, and how this function works. This is the example. For suppose in this example you want to calculate the sum of the values in which only red color appearing, or you just want to select the sum of the red color only, and you want to restrict your function to calculate or to get the sum of those amounts which has the red color in our first criteria. So how can you restrict it? You have to just write it equals to sum if s bracket open. Now you can get these hints. So first it says sum range, so our sum range starts from here, so you just select here, and now it says comma, so you have to just select the comma. Now it says the criteria, so we want the values from our color, so you just select the color. Now again you just write the comma, and now it says the criteria, so we want the values and we just want to calculate those values which has red color, so you have to just write here inverted comma red, and you have to just write here inverted comma, and you have to just close the bracket. So you will get the value 71 by calculating the amount. So I just give here the dollar symbol, and again here dollar symbol. So in SumIFS function you just restrict the values to be calculated by restricting the type of category, and if you want to restrict it by some different combinations, so you can restrict it. And how you can restrict it? For suppose I want to calculate the sum of the values which has red color, plus I want to calculate values of those red color in which it consider the state tx, means I want the sum of the values which has both the conditions. First one is color red and the state is tx. So how can I calculate? I just go here in the box in which I want to calculate our function. You have to write here equals to sum if s. You have to just again open the bracket. Now it says the sum range, so you have to just select the sum range, comma. Now it says the criteria range, so you just select the criteria range, comma. Now our first criteria is the red color. I just write the criteria, and plus I want the state to be tx. So how I just select? I just write a comma and select the state criteria, and in the state criteria I just write a comma and want the state to be tx, inverted comma close and bracket close. So what I did, first I want to select the total, in which I just want the criteria of the color. So I just select the criteria of the color, which is B 5 to be 11, and in that criteria I want the red, so I just write comma, write comma, inverted comma, and red again, comma. Now I want also the state to be tx, so I just select the state which is C5 till C11, and in that state I want the tx, so I just write it inverted comma and select the tx. This is how you can just write here, and it gives you the value. So here you can see the red is 71, and red plus tx is 35, because in red you have more combinations and more values as compared to the red and plus tx. This is how our sum function, SumIF function, and SumIFS function works. If you face any confusion and if you want to write anything regarding it, you can write. And if you like our video, please share and subscribe it. Thank you so much.